If you don't know, if you're not sure how to handle it. It looks like we are back up and going. We've got some different tricks going on. There's a hook shot.
Alright, so Ganon's Gone Wild found a bottle somewhere. It looks like his teammate Hitsuyan also has said bottle. Nothing important on Sig Kid. Looks like that bottle had a good bee in it. That's nice to have.
Oh, that's some rupees, yeah.
Chicken Hut being a complete disappointment today.
So it's looking like, from what we've seen so far, hookshot is the biggest item we've found at this point.
Well, with that red boomerang, we have two ways of stunning enemies. We also found a can of Burna somewhere.
Yep, our trackers have been feverishly trying to keep up. There's also a small shield.
Yeah, we cannot understate the importance of our trackers. They are the backbone of this entire operation. We would not be able to do anything without them.
And it seems Burna was at the Bonk Rocks. So we've seen Kak, and I think we saw these. Each of runners went through Saha's hut as well. So at this point, let's see where these runners go. South Shore is looking like a good idea. They also found sword in Kak, which is good because you don't want to go too long without a sword and randomizer.
Yes, looks like everybody has that sword now. It was on race game. Well, Hitsuyan will have it momentarily. Well, that is one rude Lionel in Uncle's basement.
Blew me on 300 there. Killer Up gets by the Lionel. Okay.
Both fetch quests, okay.
Yeah, Killer App took the save equip rather than trying to get by the Lionels, which most likely the right move. I don't know if you're gonna get by him again. At 2 hearts. And GGW, first one to check Ice Rod Cave for bombs.
Killer Op giving us a look at the front of Escape, and Hitsuyan heading over to Agina and the desert area.
Okay, there's a flute. That gives us some direction. Flute and hookshot is a lot of Death Mountain.
That's for sure. Oh, GDW, he survives the Lionels and gets his shovel.
Now, Fred has money for Zora, but it is always risky to do this water walk and Randomizer.
Oh, just some mimics. A bottle with a red potion on Hylia Island, and there's a bow at Dig Spot. The flute was at Agina, to answer chat.
Fred gets even more money. Like,
that's actually pretty useful information to have for your teammate. You don't need to have Zora money before heading this way, even if Zora is actually useful.
Fred down to 1 heart. Gotta be careful as he's trying to get to Zora. Well, GGW's gonna go pick up the flute. Hitsune's picking up blue mail. And Killer App just grabbed that bow.
Alright, Fred is in the clear. Let's hope this trip is worth it. It was
Nope.
not. Is anybody surprised, honestly?
No. Killer App is gonna turn in the mushroom. See what we get over here. You gotta turn in the mushroom first, Killer App.
Oh, Hitsugen gets cabbaged.
And that mushroom's not needed.
So Killer App knows he's not going to need Zora money, so he just bought a green potion and downed it, and then bought a blue potion.
Looks like Killer App's going to Eastern. Even though he's got a bow, in Randomizer, you don't technically need the bow to clear it.
No glove there, Killer App.
Alright. Hitsugen giving us our first look over at Paradox Cave.
So the question right now is, how soon are the bomb squad going to go find that flute? Well, okay, Fred's going there right now. Never mind.
Yeah, we don't even know if the mountain's the answer yet. We'll find out in a moment here. Well, it's another sword and red mail. You'll definitely take those.
Wow, before 11 minutes, red mail. Nice.
But no, unless it's in Spiral Cave. Or it's going to be in Eastern, most likely, which Killer App's checking right now. I mean, still nice upgrades for the salt miners. You're not going to complain about those.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, and we're just a lamp away from being able to get to Agina. Or, Aga, pardon me. We still need a Moon Pearl, though, which could just be on Pyramid Ledge.
We got one more check up the mountain, which is in Spiral Cave. Hitsugen's on his way there. Oh, we've already got a boss check. I did not see what it was.
I did not either.
It's Helma. Okay.
Okay,
That's beatable.
not... And Killer App has a full complement of 10 bombs.
Oh, there's the lamp.
And there's the Moon Pearl.
But we don't have a glove or a hammer yet. It looks like this is going to be an Aga seed to get to Dark World. But we haven't finished Eastern, and with the lamp found, this isn't logic, even though it's very scary, as you see what Killer App's dealing with in the dark there. In fact, if you want to get to the end of Eastern, you're probably going to have to go through one of the worst Randomizer rooms in the dark.
Oh, apparently the old man had the other bow. Very nice. So Silver's real early.
Yeah,
Now,
so
things could get interesting. There's a small chance we find the hammer here, which gives us Hera access, and we did not. I don't know if we've seen the map in Eastern yet, have we?
We have. We've seen the map and compass. So there is an item on the boss. And yes, that item can be on Helma. It could be a hammer on Helma, even though it is Helma, because you can use bombs. So Killer App's trying to use Quake to stay safe in this room. Trying to find that
one part. Yeah, he paid for that blue potion, may as well just use it. He has obtained the key, and he's found the door. And he's through the door. Well done.
We'll get to see what's actually in that room when GGW gets there.
So Killer App is still on green mail, and everybody else is on red mail.
And he's got a bow for this fight, so it's not going to be terrible.
It's going to take 5 bombs to blow the mask up. Perfectly done.
And then he's going to use 8 arrows. And that's Helma down. First crystal, and Helma's got a red rupee. So yeah, this is looking like Aga. Actually, well, hold on. With the lamp, we do have the Dark Cross and the back of escape.
That is true.
Yeah. Fred making his way to Eastern, gotta grab that Moon Pearl. Yeah, new information coming from Hitzion. There's the map. The key's in the back.
Well, that's unfortunate.
So a lot of cleanup right now. Like a Killer App grabbing his flute, gonna go probably grab the goodies up the mountain. And Fred, GGW, and Hitzion all gonna go to or complete Eastern right now. Grab that Moon Pearl at the minimum, which I gotta imagine all is cleared right now.
Alright, and that's crystal number 1 for Ganon's Gone Wild.
But for GDW, I have to wonder if he's going to just go up Aga Tower now, or if he's going to try to take a couple of these other checks to do. Like, I mean, he could do Sora checks if he wants. They haven't checked Old Man yet.
So Killer App going to pick up his blue mail, his Master Sword, and Lamp. And then we could be seeing everybody in Aga Tower around roughly the same time.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Potion pickup for GGW. And yeah, GGW looks like it's going to be the first to Aga. Let's see what fun we have in Aga Tower today.
Surprise Lionel.
Yeah. Well, Fred's got his first crystal as Kitsune's taking on Helma. So Killer App's gonna grab those silvers quick. And Fred is gonna make the climb as well.
So GGW has maybe a couple minutes or so lead on the rest of the three, but everyone else is going to be converging there very quickly.
Killer App doing the save and quits to save a little bit of time. Actually, not more save time, more to do the health refill.
Yep, you do not want to go into Aga Tower on 1 heart.
Itzion.
He wants his silvers. He got the bow from Old Man first.
So yeah, the other 3 runners going into Aga Tower around the same time. The interesting thing, though, is looking at what we're at. All they're really going to have to do once it gets Dark World is Pyramid and Pod. There's not a lot else you can do. Even though they have hookshot to hookshot across the river, you don't have a way to get up there. No flippers, no hammer, no glove.
Well, Pod is loaded, typically. We better find something there. But that is a good point, because Randomizer, you want to be splitting up as much as possible, and there's not much your partner can do unless you both want to go into pod.
Yeah, that's where Saltmine is even a little bit of a better position here, because GDW is going to have a chance to scout out some of pod before Hitsuyan gets to the Dark Worlds. Whereas Bomb Squad, they're going to both be in the Dark World about the same time. Let's tag it down. Let's see if the pyramid has anything.
Okay,
Here's our-
5-6 crystals at pod and swamp. We have green pendant TR, pendant mire, and I guess we missed the light world check earlier on. So there is one pendant outstanding in the light world.
It was not the pyramid. We gotta go to pod. Looks like everybody's got money at least for that. Oh, that was a little mean. Good thing you're on red mail.
Oh yeah, you would not want to be on 4 hearts with anything but. Oh, careful! Oh, he's got it.
Yeah, all of the owners have red mail at this point except for Killer App, who's only on blue.
I believe he has not gone to Mini Moldorm Cave. I think that's where the other mail upgrade was.
And I wouldn't be surprised if he never goes there.
Hitsugen was a little bit behind Fred getting into Aga Tower, but he's almost exactly caught up now.
With the bow, you can clear out most of what's in this pod. Just can't get to the boss right now.
Triple Aga fights going on. This is kind of entertaining. I wasn't completely paying attention, but I believe that was a 0 blue ball fight.
Oh, yeah, I was not either. Everyone's in the Dark World now. We're getting the map check as Killer App heads to pod. Gives them a little bit more separation on time.
So it looks like everybody's going to be in pod at the same time, which is not something you see every day in co-op.
Alright, that gives us a lot more to do. So yeah, with the glove, you've got Catfish, you've got Western Dark World open now. Yeah.
And there's still plenty more to do in pod. This is interesting. Fred is going straight for the bow-locked side, while Killer App is going to go through the front door.
Oh, GGW never picked up Berna,
Oh no!
but I don't think Fred did either. Bruno was at the Bonk Rocks. Yeah, that's one thing in Randomizer. You generally like to have at least one invincibility item. So GGW is just bailing on Pod. But so did Fred.
You know, that really does make sense, because unless the hammer's in here, you're going to be coming back anyway. Okay, Fred is not doing catfish, he's shotting across.
Let's see if Catfish gives anything good to GGW. No.
Chat is discussing escape. The map was in Dark Cross, so the key's in the back. We haven't done the back of escape yet.
Just arrows on top of the bumper cave.
Fred outrunning that Lionel fireball. Very welcome heart container for Hitsuyan. Hey, Vanilla Mothula in Skull Woods. I think that's my fault, I jinxed it.
Yeah, I think you were talking about that when we were offline, I believe. I'm not sure if Chad heard that one.
Oh, good point.
Actually, I got keys in the rupee basements. Dark Maze has a heart container. More rupees. And a compass. We find out Lanmo's the boss.
Alright, so
yeah, Fred and GGW not really missing out anything. They'll just have to go to the back later to get their big keys. Oh, that was a tempered sword. Oh no, that wasn't a tempered sword. It looked like a tempered. What was that?
I think it was just a red rupee.
Okay, it looked like a tempered sword on my side. I don't know why.
Tempered rupee. So yeah, it looks like both of our teams are right around the same situation here. So nobody's going to check back of escape. This is interesting. Okay, that was a mirror in C-shaped house. Okay, so Killer App has changed his mind.
Yeah, this is where you might be hearing you might be seeing the talking going on behind the scenes. And Back of Escape had a grand total of 21 rupees. So Mirror, that lets us get to Hera. What else does that do? Gives us a couple extra checks in the Dark Worlds.
Vitreous in Thieves Town, and we have silvers, so Fred's just gonna go ahead.
Yeah. I'm not sure if Mirror does a lot else. There's Hera and some overworld checks.
Yeah, we do not have mitts yet, so we can't get into the desert area.
I think right now I gotta go to the Hype Cave and.
Oh, there's a book. Now we can get into the desert area.
Oh, okay, yeah, book. That is yeah. That's desert potentially, and Bomble's tablet you can check as well as Ether tablet. It's like Killer App's going back to check Graveyard Ledge.
You could combo this into Catfish. The Bomb Squad has already checked the Zora area, but both of them declined to go to Catfish on their way here.
Oh, yeah, I got King's Tomb as well over here you can check.
Oh, good point. Wow, 30 digs for a hammer.
Okay, if I'm Hitsuyan, I'm okay. I was gonna say if I'm Hitsuyan, I'm taking up video right now, and I'm not gonna do the rest of this. Let GGW come back in with hammer.
Yeah, that is important because there could be one item locked behind that hammer. Fred likes to say hi when he plays the dig game, apparently.
He does, but he's gonna be a little disappointed that he's got to do all the digs. Oh, Hitsuyan's forgetting this is Randomizer. He didn't need to do that.
GTW heading to Hype Cave, and then what?
We got options. You got the book, you got the mirror.
Okay, 2 heart containers in Hype Cave. Those are valuable. I'd give it a 3 out of 10 today.
Yeah, a little more valuable than Randomizer. Also, I'm now understanding the 0-5 comment that was made in the notes for this one.
Oh, what does it mean?
I think they were talking about Hitsuyan. We were talking about before the race that Hitsuyan has not won yet this season.
So, he's either cursed or we just reverse jinxed him or something.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I don't know if there's an item in the big chest of thieves. Our checkers, hopefully, were paying more attention than us.
I thought we saw the map, and we definitely did see the compass.
Okay, if we saw both of those, then yes, there is an item in that big chest.
Of course, I could just be wrong about seeing the map.
Well, the tracker's also confirming that he believes there is as well. And our other tracker's backing it up. So, we're saying there is an item in that big chest.
Okay, thank you, trackers.
So you got the hammer, mirror, gloves. You could go back to Pod now and finish Pod. We also said this is a pendant, so here is the crystal. Looks like Killer App's gonna go for Hera.
Yeah, that seems completely sensible.
So at this point, we really are just looking for those. Oh, that's a Trinexin desert, which could be fine because that takes away the possibility of needing the ice rod if you don't finish desert.
Yeah, good for the runners, a little disappointing for us watching.
We do know the runners will have to pick up Fire Rod at some point, as well as Flippers and Mitts. But you don't necessarily need Samaria in this seed. In fact, you may not even need a medallion.
You know, that's interesting. We could end up only needing Samaria to get to the right side of GT. Oh, there's the flippers in King's Tomb. Did the bomb squad not pick those up?
You know what? I don't know if Killer App checked. I don't know if he actually checked King's Tomb when he was there. He might have completely blanked on it.
Well, if the flippers are not locking the mitts, they might end up back there in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, sorry, confirming Killer App did not do King's Tomb. And I think that's what Fred realized. But Fred, you can't get in that way without.
Oh no! Hopefully they do not write this off as dead forever.
Ooh.
So that's a vanilla six-side Moldorm, getting the better of Killer App.
I think Fred's going to run to check King's Tomb right now, which is good for the bomb squad.
Oh, 2-0 for Moldorm now. You can do it, Killer App.
Yeah, this Moldorm is not playing.
There we go.
And that's the other item. The key's in the basement, so don't worry about the basement.
In case anyone is wondering why we have no audio, it is because Ganon's Gone Wild is the only one of the Forerunners who has usable audio, and we don't have his right now.
Killer App? Oh, he used the key. Never mind. Killer App faked me out. He used the key on those stairs, so I thought we didn't get the key, but nope.
So this actually makes a little more sense for Fred. He gives him an excuse to pick up Berna on his way to King's Tomb.
Yes, it does. So with Mirror, Hammer, Flippers, Hookshot, Swamp Palace is now looking pretty good.
In fact, that being our other 5/6 crystal in addition to Pod would get us Pyramid Fairy.
I think if you're Fred, you're going to Swamp right now.
Yeah, 6 items in Swamp. That looks like what he's doing.
All right, Landmo for Hitzian. Easy one cycle for a piece of hearts, but that is crystal. Third crystal for Hitzian. Actually, Killer App's also got 3 crystals. Fred has 2. And GGW is our last check-in with him at 1.
Alright, Killer App on his way to get his flippers.
Yeah. I'm talking about Killer App skips, or the Bomb Squad skips more exact. And yeah, the Bomb Squad has skipped some one-offs. They skipped Catfish, they skipped Spike Cave. I don't think the skip of King's Doom was intentional.
Yeah, it definitely did not seem like it.
It looks like the runners are converging in Swamp now. I think that's really our last big check at this point.
Yeah, we'll have to see if Killer App follows. No, he's gonna go finish Pod. That makes total sense.
Oh yeah, he can go finish Pod, see if there's anything else interesting in there.
I believe Fred just did a map check, but I missed who the boss is.
I saw it and I just forgot. Oh, blind.
Okay, that's nice and easy.
So people are asking about GGW. Sounds like his stream is offline. Most likely he's still running off. Is still running offline. As long as he's recording offline, he's fine. Just has to upload at the end of the race. So no concerns there right now. Looks like Fred is going straight to the back. Not going to check left side, at least to start. Well, Hitsion's going to check left side. So yeah, we can see the Bomb Squad playing a lot more aggressive. Well, yeah, compared to a lot more aggressively.
Yeah, like in co-op, you typically want to maybe not, but then again, who knows? I don't know. Well, let's see if it works out for them.
Well, I think Fred's coming back in if he finds nothing in either way. Because you really don't have anything else to look for at this point. Hitsion's going to give us a look at left side swamp as Fred is fighting blind.
One of the few boss fights where sword beams are actually helpful.
Nothing there. So does
Well,
blind have something?
it's not progression, but a free blue potion is probably worth it. Well, not worth the time, but I mean, if you went there, you may as well get something. And it's mitts on blind.
All right, so mitts. You got, and also we found bombos there. So Ice Palace is now an option. You go to the Meyer area. You could, assuming you have the medallion for Meyer, you can check the front of Meyer. Go back up the mountain. Mitts open quite a bit.
Yeah, you have to imagine Killer App is going to go straight for Swamp now. Looks like Fred's heading to Ice.
Yep. So at this point, we are potentially just a fire rod from Go mode.
Yeah, that is very true. Okay, the guards in this room, what are they doing?
I believe that's called wall clipping, and it's not allowed in this tournament.
Oh, so the guards are disqualified?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, Blind packed up the mitts and took them to Swamp with him.
All right. Now, the one thing you have to worry about a little bit in Randomizer here is because of the Randomizer, it is possible that you won't be able to Ice Palace Bomb Jump.
Yes, that is something to consider.
And if you can't, this is potentially either going to be a very difficult or maybe even a not beatable ice right now. So we'll have to see how this goes. So hopefully Killer App remembers to pick up Bombos here. So he might need that.
Oh, Hitsuyan heading for Pyramid Fairy right now.
I don't think there's anything that's going to interfere with the bomb jump.
Looks safe.
Yep, they're good. Fred's good to go.
I was just waiting for a Wall Master to drop or something, but there's only one enemy in this room, right?
Yeah.
That poor confused Hinox just throwing bombs at the wall. Pyramid Fairy not turning up what we need.
This is going to be Killer App's 5th crystal.
That's impressive. Hitsuyan going to be checking the camper using the secret mirror strat.
That was a rod, but that was the ice rod. Safety, but not what you were hoping for.
Okay, tempered sword on camper.
That is a nice find, yeah.
You know, if Hitsuyan wanted, he could just stop here at Lake Hylia Island for another bottle.
He actually might be doing that. Yeah, it looks like he is.
That worked out nicely. And Hitsuyan is into ice now. Fred is continuing to make his way through ice. He's at Ice Tea, and he's going to find Samaria.
Okay. So that opens up some. Actually, honestly, in this situation, kind of think I'm disappointed if I see Samaria. Because
Yeah.
that opens Meyer, that potentially opens a lot of Turtle Rock. Well, actually, it doesn't open that much Turtle Rock because no Fire Rod. Unless TR has a very specific key alignment. Yeah, it looks like Samaria and Ice Rod out of Ice Palace.
Did
I was going to say, Killer App, why are you skipping the shed?
Oh, it's Bombos for Meyer. That's interesting. That's a lot of fire in that room in Ice Palace. I don't know how they're not melting the entire place.
Oh, there's the last sword.
And a really disappointing Mothula. This is the second Mothula. We have seen that there's one in Skullwoods, we just haven't fought it yet.
So Ice Palace gave you a couple nice items, but we're still kind of looking for that go mode.
Yeah.
So your Killer App, where are you going?
On the bright side, we know we're not going to have to fight the Trinex in Desert, because if we have the Fire Rod to fight him, we're already in go mode. Our tracker Ike here reporting that GGW is back online. Killer App trying to skip that Smulgy, but doesn't quite work like that. Samaria, I believe, was in Ice Tea.
Yep.
Looks like Hitsuyan is not going that way. Well, Fred's about to get his butter stick, just about a minute or less after his tempered sword.
So let's see what. Wait, did Hitsuyan skipped Iced Tea? I think.
That is correct.
That's interesting. So we don't know Samaria is required yet, so that might not be terrible. But we'll have to wait and see. Fred heading up the mountain to give us some checks up here. You can see what the access into TR is, and yeah, if you've got the medallion for TR, you're opening it. And
Yeah,
potentially
you're either going to be locked out real quick, or if you find the fire rod in here, you just leave anyway.
Well, let's find out what medallion it is.
So Hitsuya not having Samaria looks like he is heading up through Super Bunny Cave. That was Ether, wasn't it?
That was Ether. Oh, I wonder if GGW found it. Because Hitsuyan just skipped. Hitsuyan just skipped the items in Super Money Cave.
That's actually very interesting. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Okay, so that's go mode, and Fred's going to find that momentarily.
Well, now things get interesting because of Samaria, because it looks like the salt miners both skipped it. So, if the GT big key is right side GT, the salt miners are in a lot of trouble. But that's not the worst move to make, honestly, because there's only 5 chests in GT that are blocked by it. So More likely than not, you're fine.
Yeah, 5 out of 22 seems like decent odds. And of course, we've already seen one Trinex. The chance of another Trinex being uh, in GT and not having that ice rod is also pretty slim.
That is, yep, that's another thing, is Ice Rod. If they have to fight a Trinex in GT, that also comes into play. So it's a little bit higher. So I'd say it's like a probably a little more than a 1 in 4 chance that that's one of those skips is going to hurt the salt miners.
Well, things will get a little clearer as soon as we see what GDW's dungeon progression is right now, so we can see maybe who has lead or not.
I mean, Hitsuyan, once he's done Skull Woods, he just has to do Hera, which is a Hera pot and done. Fred still has to go back to finish Pod after this. So it looks like at least of the ones that we're seeing on stream right now, Hitsuyan is the one that's in the lead. Yeah, we don't know what GGW's dungeon progression is.
Well, Fred is at 4 crystals, soon to be 5. GGW had 3, and that was 21 minutes ago. And we also know he's in go mode now because he would obviously have had that fire rod. Hey, simultaneous moth fights for the bomb squad, just in 2 different dungeons.
Yeah.
Well, Hitsuyan making his final mountain climb.
Yeah, Killer App. Wait, did Killer App take out Skullwoods?
Oh no,
he has
he,
to go
he
grab his
needs
fire
to go
rod.
get yeah.
He has to grab his fire rod.
That
Never
is
mind.
some unfortunate placement, actually. All right, things are gonna get very interesting very soon. I forgot about Hera. Maybe a little less soon.
Yeah, I did. I am checking GW's stream just to see where he's at, and he just finished Thieves Town. Looks like he's grabbing Burna. Actually, there's our tracker's been checking as well.
Well, either way, that is crystal number 7 for Hitsuyan, and he's just gonna take his mirror portal and go into GT.
Yeah, and I think GTW is also making the climb towards Hera GT as well. So yeah, this is the big point. two big potential stumbling blocks for salt miners. If Samaria is required to get to the right side, or if there's nice Trinix.
Or a Trinex in Landmo 2, which would be worse.
Yes. Ice Rod and Samaria are both in Ice Palace.
Oh, we have something on GTW's side.
Yep, our setup people are working on getting him back up.
Fred just bombosing that room, the Dark Turtles.
4th to 7 for Hitsuyan. Got keys. No big key yet. Meanwhile, GGW does have to do Hera. And that's why right there, why you want an invuln item before going into GT.
Yep, you never know what these enemies are going to do. I have seen a Bombos literally on top of the chest in that room one time.
Alright, so Hitsuyan's seen 8 chests. That's 9. You've got... There's 8 left, I believe you can check? Yeah, 8 chests left you can check.
8 he can check, and there are 3 and 5 respectively behind the basement boss and right side.
Alright, Piece of Hearts, big
There
key.
it is!
So Samaria was not required, and at this point, as long as they're the one potential block still is what is that Landmo 2 boss? We've seen one duplicate. We know there's a Trinex in Pendant Desert.
Well, crystal number 7 for GGW. Fred is rushing over to Hera. Killer App has his crystals. He'll be going right to GT.
I don't think we've seen 3 dupes yet. We've only seen 1 dupe. I think we saw a dupe Mothula. We haven't seen Armos. We haven't seen Argus.
Or Cold
we haven't seen
Stare,
Cold Stare. Yeah. Those are the 3 we have not seen. And Cold Stare could easily be at Moldorm 2.
In fact, Cold Stare is the only boss we haven't seen yet that could be at Moldorm 2, I believe. Well, Killer App is going to be heading right. This makes sense, considering Fred is going to be heading in and he can just go left.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything on the right, though, other than maybe a cape. Even cape was just, like, minor.
Alright, we're about to find out what this boss is. And it is Cold Stare.
So, Salt Miners are in full go mode at this point.
And they have a pretty sizable lead now at this point. Absolutely no trouble from that Cold Stare.
So yeah, at this point for them, it's just to climb through the gauntlets.
And with this equipment, we're not going to be having any problems, most likely.
Bit of scary rooms here, but nothing much to deal with.
A lot of fire.
Last boss we're going to see is another Vidi.
And with silver arrows, this is going to be trivial.
So yeah, no Armos, no Argus. We're not going to see Armos or Argus today. And Trinex, the one we did see, will never be fought. Alright, so Hitzian just has to get through this room, and then the rest of it is pretty much vanilla.
The bomb squad are almost in perfect sync now, heading up the beginning of their climb. Very nice cold stare fight by GGW. And that Saga 2 down for Hitsuyan.
And all three runners at this point are at least a tempered sword, or all four runners are a tempered sword and minimum, and then they all have silvers. So yeah, this is a pretty standard ending coming up here.
I believe GGW has a blue potion, right? He bought one.
At some point, I believe.
Oh yeah, he did. We just saw it on his quick swap. Oh, GGW making it through the door. Hitsuyan's already onto phase 4 of Ganon. Wow, I wasn't even watching.
Yeah, that was pretty quick.
That is Ganon down. Good. Blah, blah. Those letters, GG. Those are the letters. Yes.
Ooh. So this won't make too big of a difference, but GGW is out of silvers. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a Vidi fight here, and as well as going to be a bit longer of a Ganon fight. Not enough to really change this race around, but it's going to take him a little extra time.
Unless... No, oh, powder! Wow! Now, if that had been 10 arrows, that would be the most clutch 10 arrow chest I may have ever seen.
Yeah, you can see GGW trying to take out a couple enemies, hoping to get a lucky arrow drop. No luck there.
Hitsuyan has finished with an official time of 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 21 seconds. And there's Aga 2 down for GGW. Fred making careful count of his arrows here. He wants to make sure he has 4 left. He's also on 1 heart now. He's got to be a little careful.
And that's why you buy potions in Randomizer.
Oh, GGW has already drank his potion. He's got to be a little bit careful. But phase 3 and 4 are the easy parts, so things should be fine from here.
Yeah, just standard silverless stress for the rest of the way. He's got the torch glitch up.
That's Aga 2 down for Killer App, and Fred is just about there as well. Yep. Just a reminder to everyone, it's the average time of the players on each team that determines who wins here. So even if GGW were to die here, he'd still have some time to spare.
It looks like he's handling this pretty well.
Killer App seems to have died though, but right at the beginning of the fight, so that isn't
I think that
too
was
bad.
intentional, but that will change the warp pattern, I believe.
That is true. Ganon's Gone Wild has defeated Ganon, and let's get our GGs for him. His official time is 1 hour 16 minutes and 15 seconds. And with that, finishing 1 and 2, they will win this race. We will, of course, wait for the Bomb Squad to finish their Ganon fights. And that's Ganon down for Fred. Killer App just about to get into phase 2, or 4, pardon me.
Good setup spot for Killer App.
Doesn't quite get the triple, but he'll finish off Ganon anyway. GG's for Killer App. The Bomb Squad finish with respective times of 1 hour 17 minutes and 19 seconds for Fred and 47 seconds for Killer App.
Hello?
All right, with that done, we have Ganon's Gone Wild and Killer App in here with us. GG to both of you.
Thanks, GG.
So, I was looking in the race room. I did hear a little bit about what happened to you. Ganon's Gone Wild. You sound like you had a power outage midway through the race.
Yeah, so basically, something like it was like a half a second power outage, which killed my desktop and some of the other stuff in my house. And so I just tried to get it back running as quick as possible. Thankfully, my NT didn't die. But yeah, there's probably about right now there's like 10 minutes of video plus maybe another 2 minutes of video missing. So I'm trying to see if I can fix the corrupted file, but I don't know. That's the deal.
Yeah, that is pretty tough. Hopefully you can get that fixed. 'Cause, yeah, that's a rough situation to be in.
Yeah, but it seems like you recovered nicely.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's like really hard to be doing 10 things at the same time. I need to now play the game, plus get my stream back, plus log into race time, plus get my tracker back, plus get everything back and figure out what to do, and also
especially in a co-op race when it's everything's going all at once and
yeah.
Understandable.
Basically, I think the only thing that should hypothetically be missing is me checking Pyramid Fairy, which Hitsu also did because we were not talking to each other.
Yeah, it seems like at the end there you were hoping not to need Samaria and Ice Rod. Because
Yeah.
I know you went into GT without it either.
Yeah, I mean, you could have told me I had Kana Samaria and I would have believed you at that point. So I just was not aware of what's going on and I never got my tracker working, so.
Okay, so you're mostly just relying on Hitsuin to guide you at that point?
Well, he was ahead of me anyway, so he's just telling me where to go.
Yeah. I mean, both of those were in Ice Palace.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. Fretful cleared it while I was doing something else, but yeah, both of them were in there.
I see.
We finished our Crystal Dungeons before we went up and got the Fire Rod.
Yeah, I think Ice might have been the only crystal we had left, and Hitsu went and did that while I went up the mountain.
Yeah, unfortunately we missed that part of your stream. I think we only kind of knew that something that Hitsu had found, or you'd found the fire when Hitsu started skipping chests on the way up to it. Speaking of which, though, Hitsuyan is now also joining us. GG to you as well.
GG's. Hey guys.
Hello.
GG's.
Yeah, overall, he was pretty fun. Kind of linear. I can tell you, I made a huge mistake. I got the mirror. I was like, I'm going straight. Since he was gonna do Smith Chain, I was like, I'll go check Graveyard Ledge, and it just totally passed me not to check King's Tomb right then and there too. That sort of fumbled us one part of the seed. But otherwise, it wasn't too bad. Thought we routed it okay.
Yeah, it was actually kind of linear because you were all forced to go through Aga, all forced then right into Pod, and then you kind of all were forced into Swamp at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't really even get much of a chance to open up until after Mitts. At that point, you were just looking for Fire Rod, basically. Yeah, what else was, trying to think of what else was interesting in that race. Because, yeah, we did see you skip the King's Tomb check. We didn't realize it at first. But when we saw Fred head back there.
Yeah, and the bosses were all pretty free this seed too. No real troubles like Trinex or something, which could have helped us too if we had one required.
Yeah, there was a Trinex in Desert.
Yeah, that wasn't required.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nerve-wracking when Hitsugen was the first to enter the hallway before Lanbo 2.
Yeah.
Is this Trinex or anybody else?
No feet, so no Trinex. That's
I guess the one thing I could talk about is like coming into this race. I think a lot of people were talking about Itzian's record this season. I know that came up a few different times. I think even your teammates were talking about it.
Yeah, do you have any comment, Hitsu?
Yeah, I'm washed up. What can I say?
Okay. Yeah, I think that is a good consensus.
It's rando. It's kind of hard to sometimes take too much stock in that, even though I would probably be taking a lot of stock in it myself. But like,
We
I
have
don't know. For me, I would be like, I'd be upset myself. But I mean, it is rando.
Yeah, and hey, you got the one win when it really mattered.
Yeah, I mean, it only mattered because you didn't get any other ones, but you know.
yeah.
Let's not be too logical about this.
Yes. No, but yeah, I mean, Hitsu's good. I think it just, unfortunately, World of Warcraft is not one of the modes, so I think we'd have a pretty good team. I know Telethar also plays a bit, so.
Yeah. Actually, that was the other thing. I think it was Telethar talking about. It's either Telethar or Gamachu. One of them was saying, "Oh, come on, Hitsuyan, don't make it too obvious that you want to go play more Warcraft or World of Warcraft."
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
but
man.
anyway, I mean, it's nice to make the playoffs. This year's format is a little different, so I mean, I think it's going to be a bit more chaotic. So we'll see how we do.
Oh yeah, for us viewers, we love chaotic.
What is the mode? Chaotic mode?
This guy doesn't know the playoff format. Yeah, it's all co-op, and there's 4 different modes. This lovely mode, co-op Randomizer, co-op AD, spoiler pilot, and co-op Retrance, which is your mode, Hitsu, right? You practice it really a lot with Telethar. Yeah, so those are the modes, and it's a best of 3. So
Have fun.
Yeah. So yeah, it starts up. I think we got an off week next week, and then playoffs start the week after.
Something like that. There might be a week of break for. I think last year there was like a extra week for the Invitational because the Open League has like scheduling something or other. I don't know if that's.
I know there's SG Live that's coming up, and I believe at least the Invitational is taking a week off for that. Open might also be taking a week off for that, though, which is what I'm not sure about.
I see.
Sounds like according to our tracker, it's an off. Well, at least the Invitational is an off week. I don't know about the Open. Does the Open also have an off week?
I don't. Well, they might for SGL. I think it's like a SGL week or something.
Yeah, both leagues might have off for FGL, and then maybe I wonder if the Invitational would have an. Okay, Drossi is saying they're taking the week off, so all the admins are at SGL. So sounds like both Invitational and Open will be off next week.
Okay.
And then yeah, playoffs start up after that. I'm not sure. I'm guessing the bracket still has to be figured out. Meanwhile, for Braum Squad, I'm guessing you guys are. This is probably the end of your season.
Yes, that's the end. We had with the loss in the first game, we were eliminated from any playoff contention. But the main focus was to at least their focus was, my teammates, was to equal or better last year's and not get relegated. So all in all, successful season, I guess.
Yeah. Which it looks like Fred probably had to dash off for.
Yeah, he had to help his kid with something. So
Yeah. So we won't be able to hear from him. I haven't seen Rick either, so unfortunately I can't get any comments from him. But yeah.
Yeah, I think Rick was at like a soccer game for his kids or something. Is what he was saying.
yeah. Nope. Anyways, GG guys. Good luck in the playoffs, and thanks for the restream and the everything, all the admins and everything for the season. I had a fun time.
Yeah, GG.
Alright.
Thanks for the restream.
Yeah. GG to both of our teams. Make sure to give all the runners a follow. As well as thanks to our trackers, Ike here and Pixcalibur. Looking up on the schedule. Also, thank you to my co-commentator Blue Ring.
Oh, always a pleasure.
Looking ahead on the schedule, we've got 2 more invitational matches for today. One at 9:10 between Amish Paradise and your mom's favorite rando team, and then another one at 10 o'clock or 10:10 p.m. between Tarumis and Fendrana Drifters. Looking over to the Open League, doesn't look like we have anything assigned for restreams, unfortunately, but there are races going on over there as well. And then tomorrow is the last day of the regular season.
Yeah, it's been a long, well, really short 7 weeks actually, it feels like.
Yeah, it has felt like a very short 7 weeks. Like I haven't been paying attention to it as much as usual, but yeah, seems like a quick season. But like I said, we got off next week for SGL, and then playoffs will begin after that. So yeah, regular season's coming to an end, but playoffs are still on the horizon. So make sure to watch out for those, and obviously check out the rest of the matches as we finish up the regular season here today and tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for joining us, and let's get another round of thank yous for our trackers for heroically keeping things straight during the first few minutes of this race when things were falling apart completely. And thank you to my co-commentator JP for joining me.
Thank you as well. Well, we will see you all next time. Have a good day.